Have you ever found yourself pausing at the bottom of a flight of stairs, not out of breath, but in a moment of quiet calculation, wondering if your legs feel quite as steady as they did yesterday? Have you ever felt a subtle hesitation before stepping off a curb, a fleeting doubt in the very limbs that have carried you through a lifetime of journeys? This experience, a quiet negotiation with our own mobility, is one that millions of people in their 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond know intimately. It's a silent erosion of confidence that can creep in so gradually we might mistake it for an inevitable part of aging, a tax levied by time that we must simply pay without question. But what if this narrative is fundamentally flawed? What if the story of weakening legs is not a foregone conclusion, but a chapter we have the power to rewrite? The truth, a powerful and liberating one, is that the gradual decline in leg strength, flexibility, and circulation is not an unbreakable law of nature. It is, in large part, a consequence of quiet neglect, a result of forgetting the simple, foundational language of movement and care that our bodies crave. The human body is a masterpiece of adaptation, and even in our later years, it retains a remarkable capacity for renewal. In this in-depth exploration, we will uncover 5 simple yet profoundly effective habits, 5 forgotten secrets that can help you protect your legs, reclaim your strength, and nurture healthy circulation starting today. These are not complex medical regimens or grueling workout routines that require a gym membership and a personal trainer. Instead, they are gentle, practical, and accessible acts of self-care that can be seamlessly woven into the fabric of your daily life. What you are about to discover could do more than just help you feel steadier on your feet. It could fundamentally transform your relationship with your body, fostering a new sense of empowerment, dignity, and vitality for all the years to come. So, let's embark on this journey together and begin to unlock the incredible potential that still resides within your legs. If you believe that it's never too late to invest in your health and mobility, let's start this journey together. Share your own reasons for being here in the comments below. We would be honored to hear what brought you to this video today. The first secret, the daily ritual of gentle stretching. One of the most powerful and often overlooked foundations of leg health for seniors is the practice of daily, gentle stretching. Imagine a finely crafted musical instrument, like a vintage cello. If left untouched in its case for days on end, its strings will lose their tension, and the first notes played will sound dull and lifeless. It needs to be tuned each day to produce its rich, resonant music. Our muscles and joints are much the same. As we age, and particularly after periods of inactivity like a long night's sleep or an afternoon spent in a comfortable chair, our muscles can shorten and tighten. This isn't a sign of failure, it's simply the body's natural response to being still. This creeping tightness, however, has consequences that ripple through our entire sense of well-being. It can quietly diminish our flexibility and range of motion, making once simple movements feel laborious and awkward. Getting out of a car, bending down to tie a shoe, or reaching for an item on a low shelf can become a challenge not because of a lack of strength, but because of a lack of suppleness. More critically, this stiffness can subtly compromise our balance and increase the risk of stumbles or falls. When our legs are tight, our body's internal feedback system, known as proprioception, can be muffled, making it harder for our brain to know exactly where our limbs are in space. The beautiful antidote to this is a few minutes of mindful, gentle stretching each day. This is not about forcing yourself into pretzel-like yoga poses or aiming for the kind of flexibility you had at 20. It is about a kind, respectful dialogue with your body. A simple seated forward bend, where you sit tall in a chair and gently lean forward to feel a light stretch in your hamstrings, can work wonders. A standing calf stretch, where you place your hands on a wall for support and step 1 foot back until you feel a gentle pull in your lower leg, can release the tension accumulated from walking or standing.
Let's consider the story of George, a 76-year-old retired history teacher. George had always believed that stretching was the domain of young athletes and gymnasts. But he began waking up each morning with a pronounced stiffness in his legs that made his beloved morning walk with his dog feel more like a chore than a pleasure. His steps felt shorter, his gait less confident. On his doctor's advice, he reluctantly decided to try adding a few stretches to his morning routine. He started small, holding on to the kitchen counter while waiting for his coffee to brew, performing a few gentle stretches for his calves and hamstrings. Within just a couple of weeks, George was astonished by the change. His legs felt looser, more awake in the mornings. His stride on his walks became longer and more fluid. But the impact was more than just physical. This small 5-minute ritual gave him a profound sense of control over his own aging process. It was a daily declaration that he was an active participant in his health, not a passive observer of his own decline. The act of gently lengthening his muscles was a physical reminder that strength and flexibility were not lost relics of the past, but qualities he could actively cultivate right here and now. This small habit became an anchor in his day, a moment of self-respect that set a positive tone for everything that followed. That was the first secret, a crucial foundation for everything that follows. If you recognize the importance of daily stretching and feel inspired to make it a part of your routine, please comment with the number 1 below to let us know. Your commitment can inspire others in our community. The second secret, the quiet power of simple leg lifts. Building upon the foundation of flexibility, the second essential habit is the practice of simple leg lifts, which can be done either while seated or standing with support. If stretching is about tuning the instrument, then strength exercises are about ensuring the instrument itself remains robust and sound. As we advance in years, we naturally face a process called sarcopenia, which is the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength. This process can happen so quietly that we don't notice it until we find ourselves struggling with tasks that used to be effortless, like rising from a low sofa or carrying a bag of groceries up a flight of stairs. The beauty of leg lifts lies in their elegant simplicity and profound effectiveness. They directly target the key muscle groups that are essential for stability and mobility: the quadriceps at the front of the thighs, the hamstrings at the back, and the hip flexors. These muscles act as the primary scaffolding for our lower body, supporting our knees, stabilizing our hips, and providing the power needed for walking, climbing, and balancing. When these muscles are consistently engaged, even through gentle exercises, they maintain their tone and responsiveness, acting as a powerful defense against falls and a key to preserving independence. Think of this practice as making small, regular deposits into a strength bank. You don't need to lift heavy weights or perform dozens of repetitions to make a meaningful investment. The act of sitting in a sturdy chair with your back straight and slowly lifting one leg until it's parallel with the floor, holding for a moment, and then slowly lowering it back down is a powerful deposit. Performing this same movement while standing and holding onto a countertop for balance adds an extra challenge that further enhances stability. The key is not speed or quantity, but quality, slow, controlled movements that force the muscles to work without putting undue stress on the joints. Consider the experience of Alice, an 80-year-old grandmother who cherished her independence. Alice had started to notice a subtle but unnerving sense of wobbling when getting in and out of her daughter's car or when stepping onto the slightly higher curbs in her town. It was a small thing, but it chipped away at her confidence. Determined not to let this feeling grow, she decided to incorporate seated leg lifts into her daily routine while watching her favorite morning news program.
At first, she could only manage 5 or 6 lifts with each leg before they began to feel tired. But she didn't get discouraged. She stayed with it, day after day. Slowly but surely, she felt a change. The wobble began to subside. Getting out of the car felt smoother and more secure. The curbs no longer seemed like daunting obstacles. What truly surprised her was the surge of pride she felt. Each additional lift she could perform was a tangible victory, a piece of her confidence reclaimed. She wasn't just strengthening her legs, she was strengthening her resolve and reinforcing her identity as a capable, independent woman. This simple exercise became a daily testament to her own resilience, a quiet but powerful message to herself: I am still strong, I am still capable. Do you have a similar experience where a small, consistent effort led to a big improvement in your confidence or ability? Don't hesitate to share your story in the comments section. Your journey could be the motivation someone else needs to start theirs. And if these insights are bringing you value, please support our channel by hitting the like button and subscribing. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on future content designed to empower and inspire you. The third secret, the life-giving rhythm of hourly movement.
The third secret to vibrant leg health is perhaps the simplest, yet in our modern world, one of the most challenging to implement: walking for at least a few minutes every single hour. In an age of captivating television shows, engrossing books, and endless content on our screens, it's remarkably easy to spend hours in a seated position. We often think of exercise as a dedicated block of time, a 30-minute walk or a trip to a fitness class, and underestimate the quiet, cumulative damage that prolonged stillness can inflict upon our bodies, especially our legs. When we sit for extended periods, we are essentially putting our circulatory system on pause. Gravity pulls blood and other fluids down into our lower legs, and without the pumping action of our muscles, it can struggle to make the long journey back up to the heart. This is where the concept of the second heart comes into play. The powerful calf muscles in our lower legs are designed to act as a pump. Every time we walk and contract these muscles, they squeeze the deep veins in our legs, propelling blood upward against the pull of gravity. Prolonged sitting deactivates this crucial pump, leading to sluggish circulation. The consequences of this circulatory slowdown can range from the merely uncomfortable to the more serious. It can cause that familiar feeling of heaviness, achiness, or stiffness in the legs. Over time, it can contribute to swelling in the ankles and feet and exacerbate conditions like varicose veins. By simply getting up and walking for a few minutes every hour, a walk to the kitchen for a glass of water, a stroll around the garden, or even just a few laps around the living room, we reactivate this vital calf pump. This simple act keeps the blood flowing, delivers fresh oxygen and nutrients to the tissues in our legs, and helps flush out metabolic waste products. It's like pressing a reset button for your entire lower body's circulatory and lymphatic system. Let's picture Frank, a 79-year-old retired accountant who loved to lose himself in historical novels and the daily newspaper. Before he knew it, 2 or 3 hours could easily slip by without him ever leaving his favorite armchair. He had accepted the resulting leg stiffness as just another part of being nearly 80. After a conversation with his daughter, a nurse, he decided to try a small experiment. He set a simple kitchen timer to go off every hour. When it beeped, he would mark his page in his book and take a 5-minute walk around his home. The change was nothing short of remarkable. The chronic stiffness that had plagued his afternoons began to melt away. He noticed he had more energy throughout the day, and even his mood seemed to lift with these regular breaks. The walks, which he initially viewed as an interruption, became welcome moments of transition. They cleared his head, re-energized his body, and made him feel more present and connected to his physical self. This habit illustrates a profound principle. Consistency trumps intensity. You don't need to run a marathon. You just need to honor your body's innate need for movement with small, frequent, and loving gestures.
This third secret is a testament to the power of small, consistent actions. If you're ready to break the cycle of prolonged sitting and embrace the rhythm of hourly movement, please show your commitment by commenting with the number 3 below. It's a simple step that signifies a powerful choice for your health. The fourth secret, the nurturing touch of self-massage. Our journey into leg health now takes a more introspective and gentle turn, with the fourth secret, taking a few minutes each day to thoughtfully massage your own calves and feet. In our goal-oriented culture, we often think of health in terms of action and effort, lifting, walking, stretching. But there is an equally important element of health that involves receiving, restoring, and nurturing. A gentle self-massage is a beautiful embodiment of this restorative principle. It does more than just feel pleasant. It is a direct and effective way to stimulate circulation, release muscular tension, and maintain the softness and responsiveness of your body's tissues. As we discussed, circulation to the lower extremities can become less efficient with age. A gentle massage acts as a manual assist to this system. The simple act of kneading your calf muscles or using your thumbs to make gentle circles along the soles of your feet helps to physically encourage blood and lymph fluid to move out of the extremities and back toward the body's core. This can provide immediate relief from that heavy, tired, or achy sensation that can often settle in the legs at the end of a long day. It's a way of manually clearing the traffic jam that can build up in our lower limbs. But the benefits run deeper than just fluid dynamics. Our feet are incredibly complex structures, packed with thousands of nerve endings. Massaging them can help reawaken this sensory network,
improving our brain's awareness of our feet, which is a key component of good balance. Furthermore, the connective tissue that wraps around our muscles, known as fascia, can become tight and restricted. Gentle massage helps to soften this tissue, promoting greater flexibility and ease of movement. Consider the story of Ruth, an 82-year-old avid gardener. Ruth spent many happy afternoons tending to her roses and vegetables, but she often paid for it in the evening with tired, aching legs and sore feet. She decided to try incorporating a short self-massage into her bedtime routine. Each night, after her bath, she would sit on the edge of her bed with a small amount of lotion and spend just 5 minutes on each leg and foot. At first, it was simply a remedy for her aches, but soon the ritual became something she genuinely looked forward to. It was a quiet, meditative moment to close her day. As she gently worked on her calves and the arches of her feet, she found herself feeling a sense of deep gratitude for what her legs allowed her to do: to kneel in her garden, to walk to the local market, to dance with her great-grandchild. The massage transformed from a purely physical act into an emotional one. It became a conversation of gratitude with her body, a way of saying thank you for all the hard work they had done. This small practice served as a daily reminder that self-care is not selfish. It is a vital act of respect and appreciation for the vessel that carries us through life. Self-care rituals like massage are deeply personal and incredibly powerful. What are some of the simple ways you practice self-care? We'd love for you to share your own rituals in the comments section to inspire our community. And if this message of gentle, restorative care resonates with you, please consider showing your support with a like and a subscription to the channel. Your engagement helps us continue to create meaningful content like this. The fifth secret: the simple science of daily elevation. We arrive at our fifth and final secret, a habit so simple and passive that it almost feels too good to be true: elevating your legs for a short period each day. Throughout our waking hours, our legs are engaged in a constant, unseen battle with the force of gravity. Whether we are standing, walking, or even just sitting upright in a chair, gravity is relentlessly pulling fluids downward into our lower legs and feet. While our circulatory system is designed to counteract this, the system can become less efficient over time, leading to a common issue for many seniors: fluid pooling or edema.
This accumulation of fluid is what causes that feeling of swelling, tightness, and heaviness in the lower legs, particularly as the day wears on. It can make shoes feel tight and ankles appear puffy. Beyond simple discomfort, this constant downward pressure puts extra strain on the delicate valves within our veins, which can contribute to the development or worsening of varicose veins and other circulatory issues. The solution is elegantly simple: use gravity to your advantage. By propping your legs up so that your feet are higher than your heart, you reverse the flow. Gravity, which was once your adversary, now becomes your ally, gently helping to drain the excess fluid from your legs and feet back toward your body's core. This simple repositioning gives your veins and your lymphatic system a much-needed break, easing pressure and reducing swelling. Even a period of 15 to 20 minutes of elevation once or twice a day can make a remarkable difference in how your legs feel and function. Let's imagine Harold, a 77-year-old retired carpenter. Harold had spent a lifetime on his feet and, even in retirement, was an active man who enjoyed woodworking in his garage and visiting with friends. But by late afternoon, his legs would invariably feel heavy and swollen, a discomfort that often lingered and made it difficult for him to get comfortable at night. His doctor suggested a simple remedy: elevate his legs for a little while every afternoon. Skeptical but willing to try anything, Harold began a new ritual. After his lunch, he would stretch out on his living room couch, place a few firm pillows under his lower legs and feet, and listen to the radio or a podcast for 20 minutes. The effect was almost immediate. He was amazed at how much lighter and less swollen his legs felt afterward. That nagging, heavy ache that used to define his evenings began to disappear. He found he slept more comfortably and woke up feeling more refreshed. Harold, a practical man, appreciated the sheer efficiency of it. No special equipment, no difficult exercises, just a quiet moment of rest that produced real, tangible benefits. Choosing to elevate your legs is more than just a mechanical act.
It is a conscious act of kindness towards your body. It is an acknowledgement of the incredible work your legs do every single day, carrying you through your life's activities. Each time you take a break to lift them up, you are giving them a gift of rest and recovery. It is a powerful yet gentle way of saying that you value your well-being and are committed to taking the simple, necessary steps to protect it for the long term. This final secret highlights how even passive rest can be a powerful tool for health. If you see the wisdom in this simple practice and plan to incorporate it into your day, let us know by commenting with the number 5 below. Your participation completes this 5-part journey to better leg health. A new beginning for your legs, a new promise to yourself. As we draw this discussion to a close, take a moment to reflect on the 5 simple but powerful secrets we have explored together. The daily tuning of gentle stretching, the confidence-building deposits of leg lifts, the life-giving rhythm of hourly movement, the nurturing gratitude of self-massage, and the restorative science of elevation. Which of these habits resonated most deeply with you? Which one feels like a natural first step you can take on your own journey to protect your legs and strengthen your confidence? Remember, the path to sustained health and vitality is not paved with grand dramatic gestures that are difficult to maintain. It is built day by day with small, thoughtful, and consistent choices. Every time you choose to gently stretch in the morning instead of rushing into your day, every time you stand up and walk for 5 minutes instead of remaining seated, and every time you give your legs the gift of a few minutes of massage or elevation, you are making a profound investment in your future. You are sending a clear message to your body and to yourself. I am worthy of this care. My independence is worth protecting. My strength is worth nurturing. Your legs have carried you through a lifetime of stories, adventures, challenges, and quiet moments. Now is the time to return the favor, to honor their unwavering service with habits that support, strengthen, and cherish them. After all of this analysis, what is the single most important lesson you've learned for yourself today? We would be truly grateful to hear your thoughts in the comments section. Your insights and reflections are the lifeblood of this community. The journey of self-care is a long and rewarding one. It begins with the very next small step you choose to take. Thank you for investing your time with us today, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.